I'm back. I had the cove. I've recovered. We're going to see what's sold. So welcome back to the channel, Tatsters. My name's George Ross. This is Retro Reselling. I buy and sell second-hand stuff mainly. Buy it cheap, sell it online for a profit. That's my business. Until last year, I was selling basically purely on eBay with a bit of Amazon on the side, and that was that. If sales came in, it was eBay. If no sales came in, it was because of eBay. It's been about a year now. Been trialing Etsy, Depop, Vinted, like you know from the channel. I haven't done a picking orders video for a while, so I thought I'd sit down and show you what has sold, not through eBay, to show that these other sites are worthy of trying out. Got 20 sales altogether, 5 from 4 different platforms, and to show you the benefit of cross-listing on different websites. Not only has it slightly improved my business, it has stabilized my business. Like with eBay, up and down, algorithms and everything like that. If that doesn't decide to be in your favor, sales tank and there's no money coming in or not much money coming in. So stability is key, especially when you're full-time like I am, sole income earner for us and the family. I need that income to be steady. I don't need these up and down waves like causing havoc with my mind. Nice and steady. If one's not performing, another one will pick it up, and hopefully this will show you how. So we're going to go to Depop first. Depop is primarily for, I'd say, sort of 30 and unders for like fashion clothing, vintage, trainers, sort of basically stuff you wear, hats, watches, jewelry, some people sell. I stick on their clothes and shoes, that's what I mainly do. And we're starting off with these pair of lovely vintage Vans. I believe I got these when I went away from late last summer, early autumn. We went away with some family. I went to a local boot sale, I think it was Skylark. So shout out to everyone that goes to there. It was really good actually. Got these, I think it was like £5 I paid for these, £3 to £5. Really unusual to find vintage Vans. Obviously they're always new, like old school type Vans. So it's nice to see these. And these sold on Depop, £45.99. What you see on the screen plus the postage, really strong. Only 4 pictures on Depop, which I think is a bit of a downside, but in a way it makes it quicker to list. Just get the main pictures side on, underneath, get the labels, nice description, and the description is the title. So really quick and snappy to list. And then the fees, flat 10%, plus I think a transaction fee as well, which is normal with cards transactions and online transactions. So sold strong and was cheaper in fees. Next one from Depop. Got this from a wholesale company. They've gone under now. I believe they're not carrying on, which is a real shame. I was getting some gems from this place. It's from O Vintage Wholesale. They're buying bales and bales and list each item individually so you can handpick what you want to resell, and the prices were really good. I think this coat was listed for about 25 to 30, and obviously I bought it with a few other bits in the bundle. Came to about 100 plus postage. So obviously from Moncler, if you don't know, very high end. Their coats, brand new, are costing 4 figures sometimes, or that's like the average price for sort of a jacket, like a men's or women's jacket. This was a kid's aged 10, so I don't usually do kids, but when it's a name and it was cheap, like 25, 30 quid for a designer, yeah, I was picking it up. Plus it did fit extra small women, so sort of size 6 to 8. I think that's who it went to in the end. They asked for measurements, I gave it to him. Sold off to America, £100 plus I think it was £20 postage I charged. I think it was a little bit more than that with insurance, but I was willing to cover that. 25 to 30 into 100 minus the 10% fee. That's a juicy profit. It's not just used items, it's also new as well. New with tags. I got this from TK Maxx. You'll be seeing it very soon. I was doing a bit of filming for telly. Went TK Maxx trying to find items that I could buy from there to resell for profit. It is doable. This is one of them, Polo Ralph Lauren hat, sort of retro design. Obviously it's new with tags. I got 2 of these. I think these were $14.99 each. One sold on Depop, $32.99 plus postage. Obviously not as big of a markup, but it's new tags. There's 2 listings, already doubled up, and not just used stuff either. New with tags, people buy it. This sale was really surprising to me. I got this from the Kilo sale I done. I went hand picking clothing from a vintage Kilo sale. I got a lot of Dr. Martens, and I said, I think at the time, I said this would probably be the lowest return item. I got this pair, not the coolest looking pair. Maybe looking back, I might not have put these in my bag just because they aren't really cool looking and not really quirky. I think I predicted about 20, 25, maybe £30. These might be worth 25, 30. Ended up going for £42.99 plus postage on Depop. Again, flat 10%. That's like double what I said, £20–25, £42.99. Really surprised, buyers happy. Yeah, just amazing stuff. And we come to the biggest sale I've ever had on Depop. This is from a boot sale. I think this was from our midweek Wednesday boot sale. Got these for, I think it was like a £5, which was an absolute bargain. Brand new with the tags, old stock, discontinued. I know skateboarding trainers are hot at the moment, especially Nike SB Dunks, like low and high Dunks. They go for silly money. This was similar, but Adidas from sort of Y2K era, early 2000s. I think these were from 2003 actually. So a nice bit of age to them, almost vintage. I think 1 year away. In 2023, these will be classed as vintage. And it's named the price. I think I put them on eBay for like 180, 185. Someone offered £170, I think with free postage for their son for Christmas. Depop got the sale again. It's not just cheap and cheerful stuff, sort of 20, 30, 40 pounds. You can also sell stuff for mega money, £100, £170 for a pair of trainers. People go to Depop for the cool, vintage, rare, sort of hip type stuff. And yeah, they were really happy with it again. Paid special delivery for these, Royal Mail, so it's covered up to £500. Got there the very next day. They were happy. I was super happy. So yeah, Depop for clothing and shoes. Give it a go. Vinted is like Depop, but more loose with the age range, whereas Depop is sort of up to 30-year-olds, I say loosely, sort of cool, trendy, hip and all that. Vinted is more of a cheap and cheerful, clear closet type thing. But the benefit with this is a big user base. They're advertising heavily on telly, on radio. I see it everywhere at the moment. On YouTube, you might have seen a Vinted advert before you started this video or during.
I've started using Vinted to sell the clothes I don't wear anymore. It's so easy. Download the Vinted app.
And the best thing for a seller, me, no fees my end. Zero, not even a transaction fee. If I ask 20, I'll get £20 once it's been delivered. Also, another good thing with Vinted, if it does go missing, I'm covered up to £50. So say I sell something for £20, I send it out, it gets lost. Vinted will cover the buyer, they'll get their £20 back plus postage, and I'll get my £20. And I guess Vinted get the compensation, but there's no fuss. I don't have to chase Hermes or Royal Mail. Vinted, just they see the tracking, it's lost, give my money back. That's happened twice now, and both times perfect. Got my money back, the buyer's got their money back, and yeah, just no stress or fuss at all. So with that, obviously no fees, less hassle. I ask slightly less than I would on eBay and Depop, just to take into account, obviously I don't have to worry about fees. Once I see that amount, that's what I'm getting, but that does equal sales. We're starting off with this big sale. Again, back to the Dr. Martens I bought from the wholesale. That owe me about £12 to £15 with the weight limit. Sold 3 pairs to one person, £40 each. So this sale was £120 on Vinted. £120, that's it, that was mine. As soon as I sent it out and they received it, they said it was all good, left feedback, I got the 120 quid in my Vinted balance to transfer to my business account. Perfect. Could have got a bit more maybe on eBay, probably asking 50 to 60 on eBay, would have got that in the summer, springtime, but obviously bang in the middle of winter, someone's offering me that from £15 to 40, times 3 to one person. I was always taking that. This is probably the most recent sale. Picked these Dr. Martens up from a charity shop only last week for $14.99. Size UK free, so I wasn't too sure. But with the uniqueness of these, with the floral design, I had to give it a go. £15 for Dr. Martens in this cool, unique design. Worth a punt. Again, listed on eBay, Depop, Vinted. On the same day of listing, £40 I got on Vinted. I was asking 45, I think, or $49.99 on eBay, 45 on Depop. Asking 40. Quick and cheerful, I got my £40 and within the same day it's sold. So not only am I getting sales, I'm getting quick sales. It's not like I have to sit there, whatever eBay doesn't get the sales wise, and then a few months later these other sites might pick these sales up for me. These other sites are also getting the quick sales. I'm listing it, I'm selling it, and it's happened multiple times. Same with this one, got this from a charity shop. Again, $14.99 I paid, seems to be a theme. From a charity shop around the corner to me. This is a Vivienne Westwood men's striped shirt. Really nice looking thing, obviously a nice brand to find. $14.99 for a shirt. I did do a bit of research, prices were up and down, but I took the chance on it. And again, within, I think this was in 24 to 48 hours on Vinted, someone sent me an offer of £45. And I know I don't have to do calculating like with eBay. Oh, there's this, there's VAT. Did I promote the listing 1 to 3%? Yeah, it's a bit of a minefield and it's a nightmare. But I knew I paid £15, someone's offered me 45, 30 quid profit, and I know I'm covered up to £50, no hassle, taking it. These trainers were lingering on eBay for months and months and months. Literally, I was changing the price, promoting them, putting them on sale. They weren't shifting. I imported them onto my ZipSale account. I cross-listed on Depop and Vinted got the sale on these. £24 plus the postage, but I don't have to cover that. I just get the label, I print it off, I send it out. Again, no fees, that's in my pocket. These owe me about £8 to £10 for my shoes and boots guy, who I can't wait to see. I'm getting low, still got some to list, but yeah, when it's constant streams of income like this, obviously it's not amazing. I've made like, if they owe me 10, say, I've made £14, but I've doubled up. eBay didn't get the sale. I can learn from this. Like, this style of shoe in a smaller size isn't going to get much of a profit, but I've still made a profit and no fees. Again, just win-win for everyone. The last sale for Vinted now, another strong price, £70 for this Versace coat. I got this from one of the last boot sales I've done of last year, the Lazy Bones, when I was sneaking in early. Well, not sneaking in, I was selling, but because I was there early, I could walk around, get the stuff before the herd came in. Paid £15 for this, I think it was, Versace coat. Wasn't anything too special about it, just a plain black coat with the purple inside. Just the name stood out for it. Had this listed on Vinted at 85. Someone offered me 70, from 15 to 70, no fees. Of course I was taking that. Yeah, it's just amazing. You really have to try Vinted out. Yeah, it's probably been the second best selling platform I've had of this year so far. I know it's early in 2022, which we're in now, but yeah, Vinted is easily second place. Obviously eBay is still top, don't get me wrong, but Vinted is second quite easily. Coming to Etsy now. Etsy, we're going away from clothing, vintage, mechanical stuff, like video players, typewriters, cameras, that sort of stuff. If it's got a bit of age to it, I'm gonna list it on eBay and Etsy. Etsy got these 5 sales. And Erica Robotron, I think that's how you say it, typewriter, nothing too special about it, nice cream vintage thing. I think this was actually listed cheaper on eBay, listed for £40, £45 on eBay, sold on Etsy, £49.99 plus the £6 postage. So I paid £55.98 in total. I've actually got a stronger price with this sale. It's similar pricing to eBay, but I've got a stronger price. I've got more money in my pocket and another sale elsewhere. I love picking up a film projector, nice and old, really of its time. Obviously, we're not really going to get projectors now. Again, eBay, Etsy, listed on both. Etsy got there first, £65.99 plus £6 postage. Again, they paid over £70 to me. That's the thing I'm finding with Etsy. I don't think I've ever had someone message me asking for an offer. They tend to buy at the price you've set, which is obviously really good. The only thing with Etsy, the sales are sort of few and far between. I'll suddenly get a burst of 2 or 3 sales in a week from Etsy, and then I might not hear from it for a couple of weeks. So it's not the strongest selling platform. But if you have got vintage stuff, it's well worth putting on there. I think it costs 20p per listing for 3 months of listing. It's not once a month you're paying 20p, it's for 3 months, and you get strong prices when you do sell. Next one, got a telephone, so another different item, but it's got age to it. 1960s, made in England telephone, £55.99 plus £4 postage. Again, this was listed for less on eBay and it didn't get the sale. Etsy got the sale at a higher price, no offers, no messing about. Again, just a perfect sale that eBay didn't get. Another typewriter, another strong price, another item that was listed for more than on eBay, £89.99 for this Olympia made in West Germany typewriter. Came with its case. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I'd probably leave this behind because it's plain, it's this beige, it's vintage, it's a typewriter, but on Etsy, people buy for more decorative use. I think this is why this sold as well. £89.99, really strong price, owes me like £5, £10 I think from a boot sale. So definitely keeping my eye out for more typewriters this coming boot sale season. And so probably the newest item I've sold, we've got a VHS DVD combi. This is classed as vintage because vintage is 20 years old, so obviously we're up to 2002 now. I think this was actually made in 2001, 2002, so it does creep into the vintage category, so I can sell it on Etsy. Similar story, listed for about £45.50 on eBay, listed it for £59.99 and I got £59.99 on Etsy, plus postage, no messing about. Again, another reason why you have to try these things out. And then last but not least, we've got Facebook Marketplace. Again, no fees because people can collect locally. You can send out, you just have to obviously accept payments through PayPal. Keep having a love-hate relationship with Facebook Marketplace. I'll go through a spell, I'll list everything on Facebook, but then you've got a lot of time wasters. Lots of messages, is this available? You don't hear from them again. You arrange something, someone comes to collect it, and then they don't collect it. Plus you've got people turning up to the house or to the unit, so it's a bit more awkward if you're not comfortable with that. Zipsale are going to be working on Facebook Marketplace very soon, so we can cross-list on there, which is really, really good. They're working on that at the moment. At the moment, it's not available, so you have to manually do it. I do it for sort of big things like this sale here, a Dyson DC50 Animal Upright Hoover. Not Hoover, vacuum cleaner. Hoover's a brand. When I was moving my unit, I had my eye on these 2 Dysons I had available on eBay. They weren't shifting, and obviously it's a lot of space to take up in the van when I'm moving, and then lots of space in my unit in the garden. So I whacked it on for 60. I think they're on eBay for sort of 75, 80. Someone offered me 40, and I thought, it owes me like £15 max. eBay. Owes me like 15 quid from a boot sale. It's working. I don't want to pack it. I want to take 40 quid. They collected it in cash. It was for their son who was moving to Brighton. They got to see it working and they were happy. Not packing that was well worth taking the slightly lower price. Next one isn't really reselling, even though it technically was. We bought this swinging chair from Facebook ourselves for Lenny, our son. I think we bought this for £15 locally, in really good, clean condition from a nice house. They just didn't use it anymore. They only used it for about a month and a half and then he outgrew it. And then I sold it on Facebook again for 30 quid, cash, someone local. It was near my unit, so I delivered it to them. They saw it working. I got 30 quid in my hand and I've doubled up on something that I bought to keep anyway. Onto yet another Dyson. Again, same story, big, bulky. I didn't fancy bringing it back in the move. So I listed it on Facebook, £60. Someone offered me 50. Again, collecting in person, in cash. I was always taking that. Again, doesn't owe me much, maximum 15, £20. In fact, this one I got for free. Across the road, someone put this Dyson out in the bins. Well, it wasn't in the bin, it was next to the bin to be collected. Brought it back home, thought worth a chance. It was a nice big bulky thing. Turned it on, it all worked and everything, but the suction wasn't working. So literally stripped it, looked down the tube. There's the biggest hairball I've ever seen, plus a pen as well. Took that out, gave it a bit of a wipe over, turned it on. It was working as good as new. So a free item to 50 quid. Boom, no fees, no postage, collection in person. The perfect sale. If you was watching the boot sale videos last year, you would have seen I picked up quite a few of these stop locks. Basically steering wheel locks, so no one's nicked your car, or makes it a lot harder. Put it in, lock it up, you got a key, and away you go. We've got one on our car, it's the exact same model. I pick them up cheap, sort of the maximum £5, maybe £8 people ask. Sold this one on Facebook, again, collection in person, £28. They came to my unit, made sure they knew how it worked, put the key in, it's not that hard. But yeah, they collected it, so it saves me fees again. Got cash ready for the boot sales again, and I don't have to worry about packing it up and taking away fees and everything like that. Just a nice, quick, simple sale, and this happened about 3 or 4 times last year through Facebook with these stop locks. So again, I'll be looking out for them at the boot sales, nice and cheap and cheerful. And last one for Facebook and for this video is another strong sale. Picked this up at a boot sale. I think I paid up £25 to £30 I paid for this Ninja Foodie Max Health Grill and Air Fryer. It looked as new. I think they said they used it once, and I believe them with that. There's hardly a mark on it at all. Had the instructions, had the grill inside, it had everything. They're going for over £100 on eBay. I stuck this on Facebook. I was asking 110. I think on eBay I was asking 150, around that price. And someone bought it for 110. Again, came to the door, I showed him it working, like turned it on and that. I couldn't obviously cook a whole roast joint. I said if there's any problems with it, obviously contact me. I knew there wouldn't be. I've tested it, turned it on, it warmed up and all that. And £110, again, don't have to pack it, don't have to pay fees. Cash ready for the boot sales, so I don't have to worry about going to the cash machine and all that. When it's the cash sale, I put it in QuickBooks manually, so I'm not just sticking it in my back pocket. I put the sale in, take a screenshot of the sale, like £110 for the Ninja food grill, add it manually like that. And again, didn't have to worry about posting it out because that would have been a big heavy box. And there's everything, 20 sales on 4 different platforms done. Obviously that's just a snapshot. There's many more sales I could have shared with you. a lot of bread and butter type items, but I've wanted to pick out a few different items. So just to show you, I think these sales were all within the space of the past sort of 90 days or so. Nice mixture of items sent on different platforms for different prices. We've got the nice bread and butter items, we've got the medium priced items and the high end £100 pluses. I think every marketplace that I've showed you has got me £100+ sales. So you can sell the strong meaty items as well and bring a bit of stability to your business. And I've got to give a massive shout out and a big thank you to ZipSell for sponsoring this video and for this channel. And this is what I've used for cross-listing all of these items, apart from Facebook. Like I said, they're currently working on it at the moment. Nice and easy and simple to list. Saves me time, a lot easier to manage. Definitely worth trying out. If you haven't signed up yet, you get 1 month for free. And then there is the different plans, depending on how much you list. Every single month you get 30 for free. No cost extra to you, so well worth trialing out. If you've got a handful of clothes or a handful of electronics you want to put on Etsy and manage it nice and easy, 30 listings per month for free on ZipSell. Just sign up and away you go. And then there is different plans depending on how much you do list. So as low as £5 a month, you get 100 listings, and this doesn't include relisting. Like on eBay, we get 250 listings on my basic shop, but that includes relists. So if I've got 250 items being relisted, that's my listings gone, which is no good really. Whereas this is 100 listings per month, new listings. So I don't have to worry about relisting and then having to pay more. £5, that's not even a sale for me. My average sales tend to be, I think, over the past 90 days, my average sale price is £35 to £40. So it's not even a one sale, just to cross list 100 items per month. Really well priced, 100 items per month cross listed. It's going to get you plenty of sales. You got up to £14 a month for 300. That's probably where I'm going to be at. 300 listings per month, £14. Again, that's like a bog standard sale for me. Bread and butter item. I'm picking up a pair of trainers for 10, selling them for 24 on Vinted. £40 profit. That's 300 listings paid for on ZipSell straight away, straight off the bat. One sale and all that opportunity for extra sales, all that easy management, easy listing. Well worth it in my eyes. Then if you're a pro lister, not like me, go up to 500 for 22, 1,000 listings, 3,000 and 3,000 plus listings, £99 a month. But again, remember, you would have been listing over 3,000 items every single month. £99 a month for that sort of business is nothing, surely. I'm no way going to get to 3,000 plus items a month. I'll probably be sitting between 3 to 500. So even if I'm listing 500 brand new listings a month, only £22, yet again, another bread and butter item. Once that's paid off, that's discovered, and I've got all this other opportunity to stabilize the business, getting sales from different places. So if one goes down, one can recover, or two can recover. As I've been finding out recently, Vinted and Depop have been performing really well. That's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you've learned something here, ready to get going into boot sale season within the next 4 weeks. I think I've got 4 weeks till my main boot sale opens. Really excited, raring to go. Still got a bit of a backlog, but I'm working on that. Should be up to date by the time I go out again. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. See you there.